We're here today with an exciting new club, but not just a new club, an exciting new championship as well. It's the National Historic Speed Club. I'm here with Steve and with Ian. Steve, tell us a bit more about the club and about the championship.
Thank you. The motivation behind launching this new club and championship is that as a competitor in historic cars, and by that I mean pre-77 cars, for many years, I've become frustrated about having to compete against modern machinery. Looking around the various championships, there is very little opportunity to compete just purely against other historic cars. Hence, doing something about it, launching this championship. It consists of 12 rounds, 8 hill climbs, 4 sprints, best 8 scores to count, 2 of which must be from sprints. And with that, perhaps Ian could say something about the technical side of the regulations.
Steve. So, as we said, it's for a pre-77 car, so it must be first registered before the 31st of December 1976. It's split into road-going cars and road-going sports cars. There is also a separate class for Appendix K type minis. They must run on road tyres, but they can have perspex windows and be stripped out. And there is a similar class for Appendix K sports cars as well. So if you have a Lotus or something like that prepared to Appendix K, you can run in that. The idea of the modifications is that they must have been available in period, so no swapping carburetors for fuel injection or having programmable ignition systems. The idea is to try and create a level playing field for everyone. If there's any query about the regulations, you can talk to us or explain what your modifications to your car are. The main thing is they've got to be fully trimmed unless they're in the Appendix K class. So we expect them to have glass windows, all the seats, don't have to have carpet, but you do need the door trims and the headlining. So if you've got a stripped out rally car and you can put the seats back in it and to trim back in, no problem, you can run. The championship is split into 2 parts. There's the conventional where you run against the class record, and we also then have the PB Cup, which Steve can tell you more about.
That's a championship which is based upon your own performance, in the sense that you'll be given a target time based upon your best time at each of the particular venues. We will have ways of coping with setting you a target time if you haven't been at that venue before, or indeed if you haven't competed in hill climbs and sprints before. The idea being that way you don't have to worry about the guy next door being faster than you. It's about you being consistent with your times, or indeed improving your times. That's the way to score well and to eventually win that particular aspect of the championship. So separate cup for that, separate cup for the scratch class record-based championship, and an overall cup, the Innis Island Trophy, which will be awarded to an overall champion on a combined outcome of the PB Cup and the Speed Cup. That is a trophy which is donated by Innis Island's daughter, Christiane, who has very kindly made this available in the form of one of his cups that he won during his racing career, and we're very honoured to have that prestigious cup, which will be there to be awarded in perpetuity. I think that's all.
Well, it sounds like a fantastic championship. I was having a look earlier at your calendar of events for 2024, and they're all very good quality event. Would you like to tell some of the people some of the venues that you plan on going to? I think people would be pleased with some of the hills and some of the sprints that you'll be visiting.
And again, the philosophy behind the venues we've chosen is to make this a national championship. So geographically, the venues are spread out around the country. They this year will comprise a round at Aintree, a round at Harewood, 2 rounds at Lowton Park, a round at Mallory Park, which is coming back onto the sprint and speed calendar for the first time in many years, a round at Chelsea Walsh, a round at Lynn Hill, a round at Goodwood, 2 rounds at Gurston, and a round at Wiscombe, and at the end of the season, the final round will be at Prescott. For information about that calendar, and in fact anything else to do with the championship, please have a look at our website, www.nationalhistoricspeed.co.uk. There you can find all the information you might need and the necessary contact details.
And the membership forms are also available online, both to join as a member and also sign up for the championship. So they're available to download, or in fact you can fill them in as a Word document and email them through. We also have social membership available, so if you're just interested in being involved with the club, that's at a reduced cost. If you don't want to compete but you want to be involved with it, the form for that's available as well. And we're very privileged to have as our president the legendary touring car and Porsche racer John Fitzpatrick. We're also supported by Haggerty, so it's going to be a top-line championship with some great venues and hopefully a great variety of cars.
I'm sure it's going to be a very successful championship. Congratulations.
Thank you very
all
much.
the best with it.
Yes, thank you.
We'll check back with you during the season and
please
see
do.
how things are going.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.